June the 13th, and they almost succeeded in killing me, and someone fortunately said, get out of my house. They were like electrocuting my soul. It was like my whole insides were just being disintegrated. And they were talking to me online, and they were telling me that they were killing Brer Rabbit, and they were telling me that they were really working for Soderbergh, the director that worked with Clooney, and they were telling me they're the Bretts boys. And then I looked, and the guy that moved over from New York, over Hunwindy Hill, that has the flag in his yard, that ended up moving his son 1 block over from my dad the week they killed my dad, and I caught him in an abandoned driveway, just holding an object at my dad's house. Well, he was out there today in his big Cadillac. He headed around the corner, that detail shop that moved here not very long ago. That the day they thought that they were going to kill me, chase me with black SUVs, they parked a big Phoenix truck. I have a splitting headache. They told me online that I have these deer eyes and that they're killing me, and my eyes just, was flicking open, closing. But every night in my bed, they attacked my brainstem. They tried to kill me last night with this energy, and they didn't succeed. And so they said they sent me a ring, and they said they had to send it back 3 times to get it just right. And when I looked at the name of the company, it was in New York. It was next to Hilton Hotel. It was next to a place called Ghostbusters. It was next to Spring Street in New York. And John Saw lived on Spring Street in Seattle. And this person's been writing me poetry that matches John Saw about went to kill me in the moonlight, and about every day dreaming of me when he opens the shines, the blinds before dusk and dawn, like twilight, dusk to dawn vampire. But I'm telling you what they're doing, because I went over to Windstream when they were trying to kill me last night. There were trucks. I went over the day, there was 3 trucks, and they adjust the power lines. Then they don't let my Windstream work on those days. And they tell me that Windstream is a part of this. They're using the power lines. So they come and break in my garage every time. They're in my garage yesterday. They adjust the electricity. And then I'm just being cooked alive, but they say it's the devil. And I can just feel the power of the beast when they're using this energy and this Wi-Fi. And then after they kill people, you can see the devil up in the power lines. You can see their face in the concrete right in front of Windstream. They leave Coca-Cola boxes at the end of the street where Windstream is, where there's a drainage ditch. They leave Coca-Cola boxes here. They say they're making offerings to Coke for the beast that comes from underground. They said they're also making offerings for Nike and for that business that just opened 2 doors down. So they've been coming through my woods from that business, the old daycare. They said it's an Amazon affiliate. And they said that their new neighbors know Bob Sex, Sarah Dyer, and Alex Asico. They said they planned this murder a long time ago. But when I am being attacked, there is no defense. If I had not got out of the house, I was breathing vapors. But they attack me every night when I'm asleep. And I went to get a CT. They blocked it. They kept, my insurance company, I pay a fortune, and I only go like the doctor once a year. We have to pay a fortune. They're supposed to approve any tests. I even got insurance I can use out of state. 3 times they blocked it. The doctor thought they were giving me a stroke 3 days ago, and he wanted it done immediately. 3 days in a row, the lady said they keep blocking it, and they're not supposed to. So she stayed an hour past closing today. When I improved, I should have had it done the day I had it. But after I got better, she said she stayed an hour after closing, and she kept telling them the codes. And she said, this is the code you put, and there's no reason that you can block this. And finally, when she talked to somebody in charge, 3 days, they said, well, we have no choice. We're going to approve her CT. Right after I got home, as soon as I pulled in my house is when they tried to kill me with this. Because, they don't want you to see what's in my brain. Because you will know how many times they have burnt areas, assaulted areas. There's no way to hide this kind of brain damage that's done by these satellites in this kill club. And they were saying I'm a deer. Well, see, John Saul puts me to Manhattan Hunt Club, murdered by them. And my name, he spells my name, Sherry. He put my parents in Black Creek Crossing based on my land, and he murders them in the story. And nobody will stop him from killing. They murdered my dad, and they put him in a room at Audubon with LA for Los Angeles for this film group. Big words, LA painted on a blue wall. And then they summoned this thing through their Star Wars group, and John Saw introduced me to Terry Brooks at the first conference, who wrote the Star Wars trilogy. And no one will get these players and these killers and these thieves. And today they're telling me one of the people talking to me is Soderbergh, the original one. And I remember a director talking to me I didn't know online and said, I sent the Watchers after you because I want to steal my story materials and I like to get you freaked out because you got so many tabs open, you write good material. And he goes, and I sent the Watchers after you. When they come to take your head off, you'll know it's them. I said, what do you mean take my head off? This was 20 years ago. He said, when you come to take your head off, you know they're real. I told him you were crazy because I wanted to get story material at Soderbergh. And he was talking to me as Kurd, Kurdtbo. And then after they attacked me, they went to Paris Jackson. And it's insanely evil. He worked with Clooney. I have no protection. They told me today they're going to disintegrate me and damn me and put me in a flower or else turn me into a bat from hell.